Breaking news today.
Please subscribe and then check notification box to get all breaking news alerts.
Thanksgiving traditions take many shapes, depending on your upbringing and the activities that you hold dear. Americans across the country might be doing anything from quarterbacking the friendly game of family football to blocking for grandma to keep the good Black Friday sales from getting stripped from her cart. At 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue though, they're keeping it pretty classic and decorating for Christmas. While the president rarely takes a day off from the constant problem-solving and history-making, the First Lady has a somewhat more enjoyable task of getting the entire White House ready for the holiday season, and they consider Christmas to be the biggest part of that. The Trump family has made it clear that they're not shying away from religion or continue trying to make the White House completely PC, the way their predecessors did. They're going to be saying Merry Christmas. They're going to be making a big deal about this celebration of the birth of Christ, which isn't sitting well with liberals. Daily Mail reports on the Christmas preparations. It is the most wonderful time of the year, and it appears First Lady Melania Trump is already full of the festive spirit. The 46-year-old mother of one began preparations for Christmas at the White House this week, first receiving the official tree on Monday, along with her 11-year-old son Barron, and then beginning the all-important task of decorating it, and the building itself. Melania shared pictures of herself, taken across a couple of days, on Twitter in which she can be seen hanging ornaments on a tree, putting some finishing touches to a bow on a wreath, and admiring the traditional gingerbread White House along with the official pastry chefs who are responsible for preparing the tasty creation each year. Despite being the picture of class, kindness, and dignity, liberals still love to hate on Melania Trump for what almost anyone would consider to be petty reasons. Since you can't actually bash a person for just not being who you want them to be, they persist in picking her apart. They'll notice in the reports on the First Lady's Christmas tree decorations that the fact she is wearing a coat seems to be constantly pointed out. Chilly? Interestingly, Melania was pictured wearing a coat in several of the snaps, despite being indoors, including this one where she was shown the official gingerbread White House. Melania even managed to maintain a suitably wintry outfit while decorating, opting to keep a warm coat on, despite being inside the White House. Some of the pictures, which show Melania admiring the gingerbread house, and then decorating it with a tiny wreath made of icing, appear to have been taken shortly after she and son Barron oversaw the arrival of the official White House tree. In them, Melania is wearing the same festive red turtleneck sweater, black trousers, and knee-high leather boots she was pictured in when the tree was delivered to the White House, as well as the same warm red and blue plaid coat she had on to keep out the winter chill. Others show Flotus in a chic beige dress as ties a bow on a wreath and puts up official White House-themed decorations on a small tree, which she does while wearing a matching collared coat, again despite being indoors, with her hair left in loose waves around her shoulders. Melania shared the images on her official Twitter account, along with the caption, "Preparations are underway to celebrate holidays at the White House." So what exactly are the liberals' problem with the First Lady? By all accounts, she should be loved. She's an immigrant, she was a single woman in New York who made a name for herself in one of the most competitive jobs in the world. She's college-educated and speaks multiple languages, and doesn't tell other people how to live their lives. Feminists should be flocking to her if they really believed what they said they believed. The problems that liberals have with Melania Trump are simple really. She's not Michelle Obama, and she's married to Donald Trump. And even though the liberals and feminists swear up and down that they would never tell someone who to love, they tell her not to love President Trump, and even though they would never define a woman by a man, they define her by him. Thankfully, she doesn't seem to care that much what people say about her. It has certainly been a festive week for the Trump family. On Tuesday, the president and his wife hosted the annual national Thanksgiving turkey presentation during which he pardoned a turkey called drumstick as is tradition in the White House. While addressing the crowds at the event, Trump, standing alongside Melania and Barron, pointed out that in his first 10 months in office he's worked to overturn the executive actions of his predecessor, President Obama. However, I have been informed by the White House counsel's office that Tater and Todd's pardon cannot, under any circumstances, be revoked, the president joked, name-dropping the air and despair of last year's Turkey pardon. It's sentiments like that, the complete disregard for appeasing the easily triggered, that makes liberals hate him, and because they hate him, they hate her. The fact that this indivisible unit is serving God and country together, unfazed by the livid liberal masses, angers them even more. This Thanksgiving, whether you're trimming a tree or just trimming the odds you'll ever fit into your skinny jeans again, be sure to give thanks for a first family who doesn't back down when bullied and stays the course, making America great again.